Take two, huh?
I think we're back.
Take two.
We don't need Titus for this one. Let me get us back into uncommon here. There we go.
All right, boys. You guys still here? Drop a comment. Hit the refresh button and drop a comment. Let us know that you are hanging out.
Target was attacking there, I think. That must have been it.
We were talking about too many conspiratorial things.
Yep. At least we can't say that Zuck shut us down.
Right.
Maybe it was for sure. It was someone trying to bot uncommon to get in on Tom's drops for the morning.
Right. All right, Keith Schwarting is back in the house.
The chip case restocker is back. Who else is here?
Restocker.
Who else is here? All right, so no more conspiracy talk.
No more conspiracy theories.
No more talking about.
We don't want the Department of Defense shutting us down again.
Yep, no more.
Man, you guys causing trouble.
Tadpole's back. What up, Tadpole?
We're gonna give people a minute to rip right back in.
No, it's not, Chris. It's not real breaks after dark right now. We're talking clean. We always talk clean.
Always family friendly. Always family friendly. Mike said, can you guys talk about what seems to be a super low print run of Heritage Mini? Any more mini breaks coming? I got the only case my LCS had. Rumor is print run incredibly small. The rumor is correct. Print run incredibly small. In fact, the breaker, so we have two accounts. We have a breaker account with Fanatics and we have a shop account with Fanatics. The breaker accounts got zero. 0 cases. We got none. No one in the breaker program got Heritage Mini. It was a Tops.com exclusive, and each shop got 1 case. The rest was Tops.com exclusive. We do have some more coming.
Yep.
So we will have some more, but we had to order it on Tops.com. So we've got to wait. I have seen some people have already been getting them.
Yeah, so someone got it next day.
Right. So.
Yeah, everyone says stop hitting the table because the mic's there. Yeah, but no, that's the thing. We got the 1 case direct, and the only other way we were able to get Heritage Mini was the way everyone else did on Tops.com.
Right. Yep.
So.
But we were able to get a handful of cases, and I've seen that they may or may not show up as sealed cases. I think I saw somebody post.
I don't think they'll show up as sealed cases.
They're individually wrapped boxes.
Yep.
But Keith, that kind of leads into the next topic we were going to talk about for Tops Conference. And that was all the product announcements that they made. Keith said, what's up with Topps Chrome basketball? Topps announced a handful of products here. Let me just rattle them off. I took some notes. I don't know them off the top of my head.
It's going to be a fun 2024.
I mean, these are starting this summer. Legit starting this summer. We are a little suspicious that they might try to coordinate some of this with the National at the end of July.
Yep.
Okay, they did not drop any dates, but they said this summer and the last week of July is the National. It would make sense to make a big splash. If I had to pick one, I would say Topps Chrome basketball splashing at the National.
Wemby rookie autos.
Total speculation on that. But here is what they have announced for 23-24 Topps basketball starting this summer with Wemby rookie autos. They also announced LeBron, Durant, and Steph as signers.
Insane.
For this product.
Insane.
Topps Chrome basketball.
Yep.
Cosmic Chrome basketball.
That's going to be even more wild.
What's a Nucleus Wemby going to sell for?
All that stuff. Man,
Holy smokes. Finest basketball.
Yep.
Topps Collegiate Chrome. Bowman University Chrome.
Yep, like they've been doing.
And they are planning on keeping Bowman as a collegiate product.
Good.
NIL product. Unlike, prior, they did NFL and and NBA like actual releases for Bowman.
Right.
I think we're gonna see that change to university.
Which I'm fine with that.
Brand new products. They actually are launching some new brands,
Sweet.
which is cool because, one of the there's a difference between Topps and Panini. Panini has a lot more of these basketball and football products that are like these hit-based higher-end products than
Yep.
Topps does.
Yep.
And so Topps kind of filling that gap a little bit. One of them is Topps Midnight. We're going to actually see the first Topps Midnight release with UFC coming out here shortly.
Yep.
Topps Midnight UFC.
Those cards look really good.
They look amazing. It's a chrome technology, but on a thicker cardstock. It's like a 75-point or even a 100-point card. They look beautiful.
It's like a mixture of like Topps Chrome Black and Obsidian, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to like pick products, Topps Chrome Black and Obsidian is really a good comparison. Like 3 autos a box, kind of that mid-range price point for products. We're gonna see Midnight for UFC shortly, but then basketball royalty collection. I believe that is gonna be a little bit of a take on museum collection.
Oh, okay.
A product called Topps Motif,
which
they
teased
the CJ Stroud auto for Motif.
Yep.
They're going to do that for basketball as well. So that's what we're going to see for basketball. And then for 2024 football, also late summer, we're going to see Motif, Topps Collegiate Chrome, Collegiate Royalty.
Interesting.
Bowman Chrome University and Bowman's Best University.
Sick.
So a little bit still more on the collegiate side for that one. But then they're going to do Topps Composite Football.
I haven't heard about that one.
Topps Composite Football, similar to Chronicles, will feature Topps Chrome, Topps Finest, Heritage, Cosmic Chrome, Resurgence in the same product.
That's so epic. That's gonna be awesome.
That product will be awesome. Also, because usually those types of products have really short checklists.
Yeah, 100%. So it's just gonna be super rookie heavy, and you're gonna see autos of all the big dudes.
Correct.
I mean, that's the nice thing. It's gonna be like football. We're gonna get Stroud autos.
Yes, and Bryce Young.
Yep.
And
Will Levis and all those guys.
Probably rookie autos of these guys.
Yep.
The date for, I know people ask like, hey, when does Fanatics and Topps have the license?
Yep.
Basketball, October 2025.
So like a year and a half.
October 2025 for basketball, April 1st, 2026 for football.
Yep.
So those are the dates that we're working with for currently. That's if nothing happens. They could work out some kind of deal to get earlier access, but that's the current dates based on the licensing agreements that they've signed with the NFL and the NBA.
And I think it's important to note, and I don't know if you heard anything about this there, if they said anything specifically about it, the teaser images that they used for, just in terms of talking about the licensed and unlicensed stuff that they're coming out with this year, the teaser images they used seemed like they're putting an emphasis on maybe more carefully crafting the product to make it look less unlicensed. Like the Wemby Super Auto, right, is him holding the basketball. Like all you see is Wembenyama on the back, his last name and number, but it's not a picture where you would see any logos anyways.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, an intention to making non-licensed products that don't so clearly have the void of not having logos.
Right.
So yeah, I mean the Stroud and the Wemby that they both teased look really, really sharp. Like honestly, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right. Yep. 100%.
So I'm excited. They definitely are not going to be $39 a box. I think that they're gonna, they're not gonna be cheap for a blaster. There, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So there's gonna be a massive, massive amount of demand. I think we're gonna see a lot of what we saw in 1920 basketball.
So, yeah.
In 1920 basketball, one of the dynamics that we saw that changed a little bit, the industry was non-basketball people chasing Zion and Ja.
Well, we see it with hockey right now.
We're seeing Bedard. It right now, non-hockey people chasing Bedard. And we are going to see that in full force with Topps football and Topps basketball. Collectors are going to flock. Resale value on singles is going to be bonkers. I mean, like I said, a nucleus Wemby out of Cosmic Chrome
Yep.
is going to be an enormous card.
You know, print runs on these are going to be low too.
They are gonna manage print run and production.
Yep.
So it's not gonna be 40,000 cases of this stuff.
Yeah, not a chance.
So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a fun summer.
100%.
Combine that with baseball releases that have been really good and a rookie class that is exciting.
Yep.
Like, we're gonna have a busy summer. So
100%. Yeah, and I know they talked about a couple. I'm not sure how much they talked about it, but I just saw some rumblings on social media. I saw a bunch of new Formula One products.
Yep.
Coming out this year, like 3 or 4 new products.
Finest
Are they doing Finest Formula One?
Finest Formula One.
That's pretty sick. So we'll be doing plenty of all of that.
Yep.
And then what I think, and Eric and I talked about this, so I'm saying it partially because he's here, but partially because I think it's a really big deal that people aren't talking about. Getting Carlos Alcaraz, the tennis player, as an exclusive signer, I think is a massive deal that is going to go over people's heads. This is the youngest, like, next Nadal, Djokovic, like those type of dudes in a product. And if you remember 2021 Topps Chrome Tennis had a lot of hype going into it.
Yeah.
But weaker checklist.
It whiffed on the auto checklist.
Yeah, they didn't get any of the rookies. It was delayed so long, so it was all older guys anyways.
Yep.
Just didn't perform well at all. If they can redo Topps Chrome Tennis and now have this massive rookie chase with this dude who is legit a superstar.
It could be like 2020 Formula One.
100%. 100% it could. Because it's going to be his first ever officially licensed auto with Topps. I mean, he had some Net Pro autos that if you look up like Carlos Alcaraz autos on eBay, it is dumb what his stuff sells for.
Yep.
So
yeah, Paddock Pass is another
F1,
and that is a Stadium Club variant.
Oh, sick.
So you can expect that to be, a lower end product, but
more
really focused on photography.
Yep.
Which would be really cool.
Yep.
So, they are bringing back triple threads.
Yeah, finally, good.
Triple threads. So there were a couple of products that weren't made in 2023.
Yep.
Mainly because they were trying to catch up the production schedule, and the release schedule.
Right.
So
and triple threads is one of our favorites. That was one that they took out, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Awesome. Triple threads is back. Allen and Ginter Chrome and Stadium Club Chrome will be back, but not as their own product. You're going to now have those chrome elements in Allen and Ginter and in Stadium Club.
Interesting.
So a little bit different take on that.
Yeah.
We'll get to see chrome infused into Ginter and Stadium Club instead of being their own separate product.
Kind of like that. They already do that a little bit with Stadium Club, where they have like a chrome card every box or whatever it was. But adding some like chrome color and autos, I think adds a lot nicer. It just kind of improves those products.
Yep.
That'd be sweet.
There's still a 2023 baseball release that hasn't come out.
Yeah, we just ordered it, didn't we?
We did.
Is this going to be the last one officially, or
we don't know? But Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary 2023 is still coming down the pipe. And
I think it's end of May.
Yeah, it's 1954 design.
Such a sick design.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
The first year kind of bombed with the 52 design because they made so much and it was so hard to hit parallels.
Well,
and they fixed that for the 53 design.
Yeah, and it was also a year or two late on a rookie class that was struggling.
Yep. They fixed it. They made less. They made the color hit rate way better for the 53 design the last year, and this year we're expecting it to be really solid. So I'm really excited, and I love the 1954 set that Hank Aaron. Yeah. I cried a little bit inside when we sold
that Hank.
We sold my Hank Aaron rookie card at the Minnesota Card Show. So
it's a cool design. It looks great. They even added those. I think it's one per case, like a silver pack, with 4 either base, I think, or there might be 1 in every 6 cases, and then the refractor packs are like 1 in every 10 cases or something like that.
Yeah.
Of like a design variation of that 54 set with like Legends. I think like they tease like a Willie Mays one, and that product's gonna be really really cool. It's such a big rainbow chase because it's a 500 card base set still. There's so many guys that you don't get in any products throughout the course of the year, and people try to put together that rainbow with all those colors, and it's gonna be sweet. Yeah. It'll be sweet. It'd be cool to go back to the 2023 class again one more time, and it's not so entirely late that we're not coming up on playoffs. I feel like that's how it was the last couple of years, whereas at the end of their second season, at least it's still at the beginning of their, of their sophomore year. So it's gonna be a fun rest of 2024. And we got Bowman coming out next week. Don't forget about that.
Bowman
it's coming up quick.
Let's go.
If you guys haven't seen any of our prospect reviews, if you're trying to decide who to chase, who to collect, what to jump in, what team to buy into on breaks, if you're in our Facebook group, we have the full list posted there as well as on Twitter. So you can just log on. You don't even have to have a Twitter account. It's pinned to the top of our profile, so you can do you can read the whole write up there. We went deep into 30 different guys that are on the checklist, and it is a really really deep class. I mean, you've got a couple by far top guys that will be absolute hobby studs, but then a lot of sleeper type guys, a lot of guys with high potential, a lot of guys that have been playing really well this year already. And then we do have videos posted on each one of those individual guys that are continuing to come out on Facebook, Instagram, and everything. So I'm excited. I mean, we're going to kick off with a big old pick your player, I think, on...
Big old pick your player.
All right, perfect.
And we're going to drop it Tuesday night.
Tuesday night at 10.
We're going to drop our big old pick your player break Tuesday night.
So we'll probably end up getting something teased up here.
Is this the first time we've ever dropped a new release the night before?
It is, actually.
I think it's the first time we've ever dropped a new release the night before.
Yep.
So be ready for that.
Yeah. Switch Wolf, it's the Real Breaks Facebook group, so you have to enter it. The name right now is Real Breaks - New Blue Diamond Rewards Program.
Yep.
So that's kind of where that's where we started our breaking in 2016, so that's kind of still our home base group.
Yep.
But all the information as well gets posted to Twitter, Instagram, everything. So TikTok as well. We do the videos, all that stuff. So if you guys haven't followed us on all those social media
make sure you follow us on TikTok, guys. We're crushing the video content over there on TikTok as well. So
Yep. So
I want to go back to Switch Wolf's comment about the scorecard for card shops. I didn't talk to you about this.
Hear about that.
Topps rolled out a new scorecard for card shops that evaluates a card shop based on a number of different parameters, including social media activity, like cleanliness of your shop, like modernization of your shop, and they're calling it, they want this card shop 2.0 concept. They want card shops that are modern and inviting for collectors and look a little bit less like the old thrift store, used bookstore, cardboard dump shops of the last 40 years, right? And so they're actually doing a scorecard for shops where they're going to be weighting all of these different categories.
Interesting.
And depending on where you fall on your scorecard, it can impact your allocations and access to product. Essentially saying, we want to give card shops that are investing into a quality, modern collector experience access to more product. And the shops that aren't willing to invest and are just gonna, be, and I use the word dumps, but I mean, that's kind of, I feel like that's mean, but it's not. Like if you're not gonna make your shop presentable and marketable to new collectors, then you're gonna start losing access to products and potentially ultimately losing your account. So I love it. I think
if you're not going to invest into us, we're not going to invest into you type of thing.
We invest so many resources back into the industry, into the hobby. And in some of that is, our modern storefront, but then in marketing and social media content and just to build awareness about the hobby in the market. And I selfishly think that I should get a little return on that investment.
Right.
And product is one of the best ways to do that. I mean, Switch Wolf, you mentioned Cards HQ. The reality is we were the first ones to do this. We were the first ones to build a modern card shop with a sports lounge and TVs and breaker studios that face the store so we can bring the breaker experience in, and beautiful display cases and vertical singles display cases. Since then we've seen other shops. In fact, there's been dozens of shops that have done this before Cards HQ.
Have done
dozens of shops that have done this before Cards HQ. The reality is Cards HQ is one that people know because Jeff Wilson has a big platform and following with Sports Cards Investor. He didn't do anything novel and first with Cards HQ. Monster Card Shop in Arizona has an awesome card shop there with arcade games and batting cages.
So take like bar top
and,
up on the...
it's just really cool.
Really nice.
Kyle's shop is awesome in Arizona, and people should look at that as an example of what to do with that. Card Vault has built cool shops, and with their shops there. Honey Hole in the San Diego area, I think it's Escondidas, California. Honey Hole has really, really cool shop experience. Triple Diamond in Eagan on the south side of the Twin Cities metro area has a cool shop experience where they've integrated the breaker experience and have big TVs and it's welcoming and clean, and there's just been a lot of people that have been doing this since we kind of kicked it off in 2020 with our store.
100%.
And we all see what each other's doing, and that's the future, right? So that's what Topps and Fanatics want to see more of, versus the
the old school style.
The old school.
Yeah. Mike had a good question based on that. Is who's doing the reviews, or who's doing that scorecard? Is it customer based, or is it rep based?
It is rep based. So we already have had our for the first time in 8 years, a month or two ago, we had a Fanatics rep come and visit our store.
Yeah, I feel like before we didn't even really have someone or at least I don't remember their name.
I mean, Kevin.
Oh yeah.
Kevin was our rep at Topps,
but it wasn't. He was the rep for everyone, right? It wasn't like segmented out at all.
Now there's regional account managers, and so our account manager Brian, made the rounds to Minnesota, visited our shop, visited Monticello, visited Bloomington, visited Eagan. Checking out all the stores, and they're going to be evaluating us. Brian's going to be doing it. His bosses are going to be doing it. Their marketing teams are going to be evaluating your social media presence. And so, hopefully it becomes an opportunity for us to get even more product and make product even more accessible to you guys.
And hopefully too, Mike, it is a push for some of those shops, and because it's not to, you talk about the dumps and some of those places that are run down. Like, obviously there's levels of run down and poorly run compared to just not as clean looking, not as whatever, but still good people and good shops. Like, hopefully it gives them a push to, if some of you guys have LCSs like that, to kind of improve and upgrade a little bit more. Because I mean, the reality is we see this. I've seen this in every different industry with retail. I mean, it's kind of as bad as it is to say, like, adapt or get left behind type of thing. Like, it's a coming of the times. It's out of that old dog mentality when you don't even have a POS system and you're only doing cash, whatever the case is. Like, things are just changing
Well,
a bit.
and a lot of these guys are on their way out. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it too.
And so they're not investing. They're not investing back into the industry.
Yeah.
Because they're on their way out. They're going to take the cash with them when they go.
Right.
So, we got 30 more years, 40 more years of this.
Yeah.
You got even more when you take over.
You're already old. So how many more years do you have?
Maybe I got 5. I'm already old. Then you can take over. But we're going to keep investing. We're going to keep investing back into this.
Yeah. Which is part of the reason why we talk about, like, go follow us on TikTok. It's like, we're doing new release content. We're doing prospect content. We're doing all this sort of stuff.
That's why we built our own app.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? I mean, we literally invested millions of dollars back into the industry by building an app so that we can provide better service and a better experience for you guys versus what we were doing on Facebook.
Yep.
So
yeah, no, that's good. I didn't hear about that thing at all. That scorecard at all.
Yep.
Any other big news or insights that may have been missed by people, or things that you probably shouldn't say but would say on this live Q&A to our guys?
Trying to think.
I mean, covered the big ones: redemptions, new products.
Yeah.
Bowman coming up. Shop
I
stuff.
think that's the big one.
Did you get an invitation to the white party?
I did not get an invitation to the white party. It was funny. Ruben did a session where he was on stage.
Because he was there. This is the first time he's been there.
Ruben was there on stage with Mike Mahan and David Leiner and Avery.
Some of the top dudes within Fanatics.
Top guys at Fanatics and Fanatics Collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a Q&A, and one dude stood up, and literally his question was, how do I get an invitation to the white party? And Ruben's response was, wow, no one has ever actually asked me that question.
Really? People too scared to ask it?
People are too scared.
Yeah.
People too scared. I was like, that guy's going to the white party, man. I don't know. Like, if you're bold enough to be the only guy ever to ask to go to the white party, maybe you should go to the white party.
That'd be kind of epic.
My vote is for that guy to go to the white
100%,
party.
Ruben, just send the invite.
Yep. Cojones.
That's awesome.
All right. Mr. Liberty said the Blue Diamond redemption this morning was smooth. Will those be available for spending on Bowman release day? Are you anticipating racking up more Blue Diamonds on Bowman release day? I mean, there might be a few people that rack up some Mag Pro bundles worth of diamonds on Bowman, huh?
Well, that's part of the reason when we were initially building out the rewards program, we were thinking like, okay, limited drop, we'll do 10, 20 Mag Pros, first come, first serve, you have to be there. Like a normal, high desired drop, right?
Yeah, a little bit of FOMO.
Break. Right, 100%. But you came up with the idea of like...
Just yesterday.
Yeah, we just made a last minute audible of... It'd be really nice to have these up for a week at a time and always have something available to be purchased. So, one, you aren't working at Friday at 9 a.m. and miss out on the drop because you're not hanging out with us, but you're actually working.
Lame.
Two, because for that reason, I'm really close to this drop and I want this. Bowman's coming out on Wednesday. I'm going to be buying the Bowman breaks. I'll get more Blue Diamonds. Then I'll be able to afford or get an extra, whatever the case is. And three, just so something is always available. So you'll always have a chance to be redeeming those Blue Diamonds and not just accumulating more and more and more without ever actually having a chance to get them.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, it's first 100. We're going to talk to Steve if you're watching this. Steve's our uncommon product manager. We don't have the listed data on how many spots are left or how many bundles are left. That's something we're going to work to get added in the future. Obviously, we're still in beta, so we're going to be changing some stuff up as we go. I mean, everything can be made however we want it. But it is limited to the first 100 bundles. As of right now, we have 36 gone. So there's still 64 left.
Switch Wolf, stop into the shop sometime and talk to me about it. Maybe we can make something happen.
And Farjo, I'm assuming you're talking about. So Farjo asked about when we'll be putting in what is in the drop.
Yeah.
Ideally, it is the full week before. Sometimes we'll be a little bit more secretive. Sometimes we'll do it right away. We have a couple things in motion with the PSA grading kit that may or may not get worked in. So we'll probably be a little bit more secretive with this one based on some things that we might have coming in. So TBD. But we will always be teasing. Just so you know what's coming up, so you know if you want to spend your diamonds this week or wait for the next week, we will always be teasing the next blue diamond drop the night before or the morning of the one that's dropping. So you'll have up until Friday to purchase the Mag Pros, or when they sell out, obviously, of 100, but you'll know right when the Mag Pros drop what's coming up the next week, so you know that the PSA grading kit.
And again, this is an experimental process where we're start with Mag Pros. We're going to do a PSA kit, a grading kit next week, and we're just going to keep trying things. And if something doesn't work, we won't do it again.
Yep.
And if something does work, we'll bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
So just bear with us as we figure out exactly what works super well that people like. And the reality is everybody likes something different.
Correct.
Right? And so we can't make everybody happy with every Blue Diamond rewards drop. We're going to really try and be diverse and have a bunch of different ideas so that we can try to hit everybody.
Yeah, we even talked about the raffle for, some people like the idea of buying spots into a bigger prize where
maybe we can do something that only costs you 100 diamonds, but it just gets you an entry to win something.
Right.
Like we've seen, like Taco Bell did that with their Baja Blast promo.
Yep.
Like you could use your rewards as an entry into a bigger giveaway.
Yep.
And so that's maybe a way to get like smaller diamond increments.
Yep.
When 5,000 diamonds equals $25. Right. So.
Yep.
We're gonna experiment with a bunch of different things.
Break credit, all the same.
Yep.
It's all kind of in the mix. So keep your eyes peeled because we'll have a whole bunch of different stuff going on with that.
Yep.
Thomas says 25,000 diamond break reward, customer appreciation break.
I mean, there's no question that like an exclusive break is on the table. The one thing that we do is we monitor the amount of outstanding diamonds, right? So we monitor the amount of diamonds that are out there, and so for 25,000 diamond break, we have to look at how many people have 25,000 diamonds.
Would they spend that
and
amount
then
of diamonds?
How many of those people are likely to spend those diamonds on an exclusive break, and can we get the break full, right? Because that's one of the challenges with a break that's different from Mag Pros, right? If we don't sell all 100 Mag Pros bundles, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
We can ship the 37, but to get a break, you actually have to fill all 30 spots in a break. So we have to be confident that it's going to completely sell out. So these are all the different dynamics that we're kind of weighing and evaluating.
Yep.
So what else do you guys have? Any more big old questions? We got about 10 minutes left. So if you guys have any questions to sneak in. Dallas asked if we're going to be breaking from any baseball games ever again. We don't have anything currently planned.
It's tough to do live at a game.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to deal with some streaming.
But it's never off the table. Never off the table.
100%. Yep, 100%. These guys talking about signed breaker hats have no idea what we potentially might have coming here soon.
We got some cool stuff coming. Yeah, we definitely have some cool stuff coming. They're a little more expensive.
Yeah.
But we've got some cool stuff coming.
Yeah, we do divisionals for Blue Diamonds. That just obviously increases the amount. Then it's like, okay, then is it $100,000?
Yeah, now it's 100,000 diamonds.
Yeah. It depends on the exact contents of the break as well, because it has to be desirable enough to do.
Yep.
So.
Right on. Anything else?
Yeah, what else do we have going on? It's just Bowman season.
We are in
Bowman
Bowman.
season.
We are in Bowman mode for sure.
Yep. 100%. We'll be teasing up probably that big one here today. We've already got the teaser up. We'll be breaking plenty of Bowman.
There's a chance that in the future we do a convert to break credit for diamonds. We would have to do that exchange at a 1% value, and one of the reasons we're trying these other things is because it's easier for us to give a higher percentage value back. So that's one of the reasons why we aren't going to break credit yet, and we likely won't for a little while.
Yep.
So. But I was pumped. Like, we made our date for Blue Diamonds. We were telling
we did our
people
first test.
We did our first test in April. We were telling people April the whole time.
Yep.
And that does not always work with software. So kudos to our software team and to Steve for keeping us on schedule and rocking and rolling. Maybe the other big news is we have signed our first 2 breakers.
Yep.
To a licensing agreement for our uncommon software.
We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit in the past, but we're getting closer. So we're within like 4 to 8 weeks of launching some new apps for them.
Yep.
So that they can utilize the uncommon app technology for their own breaking channels.
Yep.
So we're excited about that. That's one of the big things we're working on right now, and then we're starting to get ready for the national.
Yep, national's coming up quick.
National, we're less than 3 months away from the national.
Yep.
So ready for that in Cleveland, the last week of July. Definitely plan a pilgrimage to come visit the national in July. Come hang out with us.
Shark Week.
Yeah, no Shark Week. So. They will not be channels. The other breakers will not be channels on here. We are not building Uncommon into a marketplace platform with other dealers. Instead, they'll be deploying their own branded app into the App Store for their own customers. Mm-hmm. And then in coordination with that, you guys will all see Uncommon rebrand into the Real Sports Cards app. So Uncommon will just become the B2B software company licensing the software to break companies. So essentially Uncommon will license the software to Real Sports Cards. It'll be the Real Sports Cards app. You shouldn't have to do anything. It'll just look a little bit different when you log in. It'll have the Real Sports Cards logo instead of the Uncommon logo. And, maybe the app icon will change into like the 3-card logo instead of the blue diamond. And so there you go. So that's how it's going to roll out.
Yep. And there's still going to be blue diamond rewards with us.
And there were still going to be blue diamond rewards.
Yep.
Yep. So excellent.
That's all I got.
Well, I think that we crushed it.
Yep.
A lot of info, a lot of exciting things. Hopefully we answered a bunch of your guys' questions.
You didn't talk at all about how they need to look forward to my Star Wars break tomorrow night.
Oh my word. Everybody go into Emil's Star Wars break for May the 4th and make fun of how little he knows about Star Wars.
We're going paparazzi chasing tomorrow. What was the dual auto they just teased? It was Knightley
and Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley dual auto.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely know who both those people are in Star Wars.
There is a chance in the future that we do singles as a Blue Diamonds thing too. That's not completely out of the realm of possibility.
Yep, 100%. Where are we at with my rodeo dreams? I just watched the Yellowstone episode where
he broke his back.
No, where he gets shipped off to Texas.
Oh, because
he broke his back. Again, their second time.
Yep. Right on. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. As always, we'll keep these Q&As coming. Appreciate you guys and your support of Real Sports Cards. And we'll see you in a break. I think there's breaks open right now.
Yep, Tom's breaks just started started dropping, and we'll have no new releases today, actually, but the Wisconsin boys will have a full day, and then the Minnesota team will have a full day tomorrow with some May the 4th in the evening.
Bingo. Let's
Sweet.
go. We'll see you soon, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.